The tools I use to smash rocks. I use a 1/4 inch 12 by 12 steel plate sitting on top of a piece of plywood here to keep the ways of my lathe protected. You can obviously set it anywhere. I use this chisel, but I use it upside down. So this way, and hit it here on this side, smashing the rocks between the plate and the bottom of the chisel. This time I have a 32-ounce ball peen hammer, but you can use whatever you have handy. And lastly, this tube. This happens to be just a piece of plumbing tube. They don't cost much of anything, and it works really well. With this flat bottom, I can set it down. It stands up on its own. The stones go in and smash, 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 which I'll show you here in just a moment. I want to show you some of the stones that I use for inlay. This is not everything, obviously. You can use whatever you want to. This is something I got off Etsy. This is amethyst. I haven't actually done any inlay with this before, but today will be the first time, and I'll let you know how that goes. This is howlite. This is fake turquoise. Sure looks good when the stones are whole, but I'll show you what happens since this is dyed howlite. I'll show you what happens when you try to smash this. What I'm going to be smashing today is pyrite. Again, it's a Etsy or eBay item, and it's cheap, but it adds that sparkle, you know. And what I do most of my inlay with, mixing some pyrite with the turquoise or the amethyst or whatever, is these turquoise stone. Now this is real turquoise, and when I smash it, it comes out great. I paid 50 cents a gram for these stones. Don't know if I can get that price anymore because I bought a good bunch of it, but this stuff is great. When I buy and smash that turquoise, I always end up with, of course, some of the matrix of the turquoise. I just pick the good pieces out, and this matrix, I'm not even sure why I've kept it. Maybe there's a use, or maybe it just goes out in the gravel driveway. Who knows? All different kinds of sizes and pieces of turquoise. When I smash it, there in my hand you can see I have some relatively big chunks all the way down to some pretty fine powder, but it really comes out nice. Now the howlite is a different story. When it smashes, and hopefully you can see here, but I'll make sure to get you a good picture, you can see that the blue or the turquoise color only goes part way into the stone, 1/2 millimeter or so, not far. And once it's smashed open, you can see the white of the howlite shining on through. So don't make that mistake. All right, a few other items I use for inlay that I should probably tell you about is this turquoise powder. It's super fine. It's kind of nice, but I think it looks a little fake when it's mixed in with the CA glue or resin or whatever you're going to do. But it fits great in little tiny cracks, and that's the place for it. I also like to use coffee. Coffee is a good one. I use this pretty often. It smells absolutely wonderful. Actually, it smells the best when you're turning. You may have noticed all these medicine bottles. I'm cheap or, you know, frugal. But these are easy to come by. Pretty much all of us have some of these laying around somewhere. So they do a great job of storing all of my inlay materials. Alright, now we're going to smash some pyrite. It pretty much works the same with turquoise, at least I hope so. We are about to find out together since I have not smashed pyrite before myself. Cover it up. In goes my chisel. And boom, 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 here we go. And look at that, the pyrite smashes so much easier than the other stuff that I've smashed. And here we are, just decide what size you're looking for. It's gonna mix nicely with everything, with all my other inlays, and add that little sparkle, that little bling. Super cheap too.